What's going on, y'all? This is Cruz with Cruise Control Entertainment, shot by C, and we shooting at Studio 312, the best barbershop in the borough. And today we're here at my man's Walter with 817. What up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Chilling, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we wanna get into understanding your brand and you
Yes,
know
sir.
what 817 is. You explained it to me, but I want you to explain it to the people and understand why you started this.
Yes, sir. So I got a streetwear clothing brand by the name of 817. The name came from I lost two of my best friends before I was at the age of 16. One of my best friends' name was Ernest, and the other one was named Antoine. Me and Antoine shared the same birthday, which is August 17th.
Right.
And we always posted like 817 when the time was on Instagram, kind of remember that.
Right.
At the time, I was doing a lot of graphic design for other brands, and his mom used to inbox me a lot asking me, hey, we need to do something for Antoine. We need to make a logo for Antoine. And then one day it just hit me. I was like, okay, 817, it clicks. And then after that, we just kind of went up, and it represents anybody who lost somebody. People lose people every day. It's just the pain that you go through. So I know your pain, I know how you feel, and we all here for you. And that's the brand name.
And when you first started to think of creating this brand, like how many? Because I do graphic design as well.
Yes, sir.
So how many different sessions or ideas did you go through before you're like, okay, this is the main logo?
Honestly, the first one. It's just I was just up at like 2 a.m. working on other designs. I couldn't get it together. I couldn't figure it out. I was doing a design for somebody else. And then that's all I could think about was this brand. This brand has been building in my head for a while. And so I was just going through my logos, just going through my fonts. And then I just found the one. And then I was up probably to about 4 or 5 in that morning. I just couldn't stop. And then the next day I just kind of sent all the samples out and all the mock-ups and reached out. And that was like, yeah, we got to do this.
That's
we
hard.
Got to do this. So.
And it's always them hours.
It
2
is.
a.m., 4 a.m. Like that's when the juices are flowing.
Exactly.
So so now I wanna know where do you, because I know why you started it, and I know, were you always into fashion? When you were young, is it something that you just stumbled upon, or how did that happen?
So I always been into fashion. I always been into dressing. I didn't grow up saying I have a clothing brand. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
It just kind of came with it as I was doing graphic design for other brands. And eventually I was like, I just want to do my own brand. And then that's where it came from. And so I was looking at other people like World and Vision, seeing like other brands and other black creatives and how far they've got. And I'm like, yo, you can really do this. I got a story behind it. I just need to get the story out there. If we can sell that story, then we can sell the brand. So it's more than just selling clothes. It's just that story that we have behind it. Like it's real pain, real feeling, real purpose behind our brand. So as long as we can get that out there, that's what we aiming for.
And do you feel like, because I know clothing is like popularity based, it's like, oh, if this person's wearing it, is there anybody that you collabed with or want to collab with your brand that'll make sense with what you push?
So we definitely want to do something with the Trenches.
Okay.
The shop, they represent the Titans. And we also have something in the vault with Steve McNair.
Oh,
we don't
dope.
want to capitalize off deaths. A lot of people have been dying lately, so it's easy to slap on the face onto a shirt saying rest in peace and try to sell that to the world. That's not what we're about at all. But definitely the Trenches, we want to have a Steve McNair shirt going on. So that's one thing that's in the vault. That's all we pretty much have at the moment, though.
Okay. No, because I know, because a lot of people like, oh, they wanna wear Gucci, they wanna like they'll call that designer, and then their homeboys making clothes, and it's like that's designer too.
Exactly. Hey, my homeboy's brand is designer.
Right.
So I got a couple other brands that I do collab with that we have going, like Rack Boys. I do their stuff.
Okay.
Loyalty. I don't know if y'all heard of them. I do them as well. Visions, my boy Kevin at Visions. I'm locked in with all of those guys, and there's more people around that starting up brands that haven't started it yet that I've already done their designs for.
Dope.
But once we get to taking off and get our numbers right, then we'll kind of look into collabing with other people. So, but right now we're trying to get ourselves out there.
No, that's dope. And like I said, I'm new out here, so I don't mean to disrespect the names. If those are like big names, I just don't know about. I'm not really too familiar out here, but
it's a lot of us. So even Beach is going on this platform, open up doors for them. People everywhere around the world got stories that they want to share and what their brand stand for. This is what ours stand for, and I know a lot of people that's doing what I do. So I just want to make sure that I inspire them to go ahead and get out there and just put their all into it as well.
That's dope. And Where's your knowledge at with e-commerce?
E-commerce. So that's something that we're building on more and more. Like hand-to-hand selling. You know, you don't want to go out there all day long spending your gas money, meeting up with people. Like, but that's just that groundwork that you got to do. You got to master it. You got to get it out the trunk first. So that's definitely what we're doing at the main. We're like 50-50 at the moment. Half online, half in person, pulling up. So that's where we are right now. But running those ads, running those sales going up. We actually been doing pretty good online as well. Okay. So we just trying to get that balance, and eventually we're going to move all the way to online as e-commerce.
Okay. And how important is that though? Like building that online presence, because like you said, it's easy to have that. You know, you can be in a hood somewhere or in the neighborhood, and you know, it's like, okay, you know, this guy down the street, they know them, and all that shit. Go to the barbershop, pass them out. Like,
so it's like you want to get that worldwide connection. You want to build with people that's outside. It's more than just Nashville. It's more than just Tennessee. You want to get that worldwide exposure. In order to do that, you have to do it online. That's key. That's key just to get to that next level. People got lives, people doing a lot of things. You can't drop everything you're doing and go meet that person down in Nashville 40 minutes away.
Right.
So you just got to keep doing it. And then in order for you to live free, you just ship out every day. Just ship out from your house. In order for you to keep your job, do whatever you need to do, you got to get that e-commerce going.
And so I don't know what you got going outside of your business, but for someone that is, you know, they're at their job, right? They're at their 9 to 5, and they thinking like, okay, I got this idea, but I feel like I don't have the time because I have a job. What can you tell that person?
Man, you got to make time. You make time for what you want to make time for. I work 40, 50 hours a week, still do my brand on the side, still got a whole entire family that I take care of. You can't let nothing stop you, because at the end of the day, that's your vision. You know, you over here making somebody else's vision come true by working that 9 to 5.
Right.
What about your vision? Time is not stopping for nobody. So you just got to keep going, keep going. You got to stay up at those 2, 3, 4 hours, a.m. nights. You know what I mean? And just got to get it done regardless. So you just got to have that grit. You just got to keep going.
Right.
You can't make no excuses. No excuses.
And you went to college.
I did, yeah. I went to MTSU.
Okay. And when you were at college, were you also like helping people build their brands as well? So
in college, I went to college for graphic design. That's what I did originally. Then I met a guy named Mike, and we actually started our own clothing brand through there. And that's really where like the clothing brand started. I was pressing our own shirts, cutting it out through the Cricut, got the heat press, doing all of that. So that's where it originally originated from. Yeah. That's how we started our own brand. It was called Highlight. And then we just kind of steered off from that. And then helping other brands, and then eventually I came up with EightSevenTeen, kind of took my own route. And now you got the merch, the design you got on now. Can you explain this design? Okay, so our tagline is Legends Are Forever. So that's what we have on the black and black. And then I actually lost my dad a few months ago. So I took a couple months off just trying to get my head right. But I can just hear him like, you better not let this stop you from doing it. Like, it's just hard because you building a brand, trying to build awareness, and then about death, and then you losing people, and then you lose the person that's the closest to you. Like, I grew up, my dad was in my life, grew up, both mom and dad, so he's with me every day, and then he's just gone. Same thing when I lose my friend at 14, 16 years old, I'm with y'all every day. Like, we together every day, we outside, we sleep in the same bed, I call your mama, you know what I mean? And then for that person just to be gone, it's just kind of hard to deal with. And so I just kind of represent that through clothing. That's how I get my pain out, and that's just how I get my story out. So this is actually my dad's signature. His name was Don. So we just kind of put this on there. I just came out with a sample hat another time, just 2, 3 in the morning in Houston. I just kind of made up the hat, and then it kind of just went crazy from there. Everybody's like, I want the hat. I don't know what it say, but
it's just I
don't know what it say,
like.
but it's fine. I need it. So I was like, all right, let me just build off that. So his birthday was in October, so the whole time through October through now, I just kind of been focusing on this one collection right here for him. Flew back out to our hometown, which is Cincinnati, Ohio. That's where my family from. I put all my family in the clothes, and we just had a photo shoot. So I made my granny and my granddad a model.
That's hard.
They were like, you done? I'm like, nah, I need more pictures. So
that's fine.
Just kind of giving back to my family, just showing them what I do. And my granny had no idea what I had going on. Like, she called me in tears, like, I seen your video. Oh my God,
Wow.
how you have time to do all of this? And like I said, I can't make no excuses.
Right.
Like, I told my friends, Antoine Brothers, who I do the brand with, and his mom, I told them, like, no matter what, I'm just gonna keep going, just keep going hard, and I'm not gonna stop. This is a vision, and we can make it far. So we just got to keep going.
And dealing with, you know, all the trauma that you did have, like, you deal with till this day, like,
Exactly.
What because like a lot of people they'll just say fuck it, like this probably isn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how mental health is like a real thing. Like, how do you deal with those traumas and still, because you seem like a positive guy.
Yeah, man, honestly, I just go day by day. I know I still got people that need me out here, so I can't just shut down. You know, some days you want to shut down, but you got people that still love you. You got people that need here. I got 2 little ones that's looking up to me, you know, so I got to keep going for them. I got my moms, got to keep going for my moms. My granny, the strongest woman I know that's alive. I got friends that look up to me. They believe in me more than I believe in myself, and that's what's crazy. I was just talking to my friend the other day. He was like, yo, you got to go through. Your vision is genius. Everything you're doing is genius. Like, they hype me up, so like I can't quit. I can't let them down.
Right.
Like, a lot of my friends from my neighborhood, like them, my boys, they'll call me and be like, "Yo, we gotta keep going. When we dropping again, like if I'm BSing, they gonna let me know. Like, hey, we need to drop. We need to drop. Like, they need is like, what's taking so long?" And I'm like, man, the manufacturer is coming though. I ain't stopping. I'm not stopping. So that's just something you gotta learn to deal with. Some people do therapy, which is fine. Like, if you need therapy, by all means, go do it. That's something that I'm interested in and will do later in life. But like, just making these clothes, just being there, having other people happy for me and my success, that's what just keep me going.
Like, that's your like, art is your therapy.
Art is my therapy. Like, even when I get down, like, I'm busy, so I don't really get to paint that much anymore. But when I have time, I just sit down, just get to painting. So just dealing with death since an early age. Like I said, lost my best friend at 14, so it's just kind of something that I learned how to deal with over the time. At the time, it was super hard. I didn't understand it at all. I was like, why? Like, we too young. Ain't no 14-year-old had to deal with losing their best friend. Like, period. So, and like, my first friend, he drowned, so it's like, that's hard. Like, you don't even know how to do it. And then my second best friend, Antoine, he got killed. So now it's just like, man, then you lose grannies, first cousins, and then you always going back to Ohio for funerals. The only time we go back home is for funerals, and we there every year. So it just kind of come with life. So I just kind of got comfortable, numb, so to speak.
Like, normalize it, like, shit, this is what happened.
So I just got to stay positive. So I just put all that pain into something positive to try to make it to the next level, and then that's where we're going, because we're going to make it out regardless.
No, and that's it. And I like that. It gives me the logo that you got on. It gives me a familiar look, like a nostalgic, like Harley Davidson type of look. And then with like the signature across it, it looks like it's like, oh, Harley Davidson signed this shit. Like, I'm gonna cop this shit. Like, that's, I don't know. It looks like
I haven't got that one yet. But
that's what it's giving me.
I got V-Long. I gotten a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's just us. You know what I mean? But that's good. You know, like, we just trying to be original, great things, mimic other great things. So that's what it is.
Yeah, no, and that's like you said, like, I never seen, even with the details on the sleeve, like.
So the sleeve actually is, this garment is dedicated to the life of, and then it has a little spot to where you can, like, write the name of whoever you want to dedicate it to.
Oh, that's hard.
You know what I mean? It's a tag at the same time, so we usually put, like, the small, medium, or large, so it's no neck tag in there.
Okay.
Just little details like that is what's going to separate us from the rest. And, like, you just kind of got to put those details in there for it to stand out and for us to give our message across.
That's hard. And for your brand, is it like when you come to shop to you, right? Is like, are they looking for high end prices? Is it something like, how does that work?
So right now we're staying affordable. That's my main thing. I don't want to sell a $125 hoodie. Not saying that we won't have $125 hoodies in the future, but I want anybody to be able to afford it. I don't want, that's just not my niche, you know, kind of like Nike prices, real affordable, because I want anybody and everybody to be able to be in our brand. I'm not too high class, because everybody loses somebody. So I don't want to, like, just go for the people who has money, because, yes, they lose people as well, but even the person who works that 9 to 5, who at Burger King, you know what I mean? Like, they still got to go to work the next day. Like, no matter what happened, because they still got bills to pay.
Right.
So I don't want to just overcharge for people. I want to keep it affordable.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, like in the future, you may have a hoodie that's 125. Like,
Exactly.
I have a homie back home. He has a brand called Good Guy, and he started off, you know, painting on shirts, doing shit like that, and like he started like 30, 50. Now he got his own store, and it's fucking $100. I'm like, dog, I can't shop with you no more, bro. I can't do it.
Nah, so definitely keeping it affordable, definitely starting off. But, you know, as we go on, prices will go up, go down. But I will always have, we just ran a sale the other day, well, like a few months ago, shirts that's $8.17. That's something we always going to do. You know, we're going to have hats for $8.17. So even if we do have shirts that's $50, $60, hoodies that's $100 now, I'm going to always run sales to the point where, okay, I won't spend $100 because I won't spend $125 on a hoodie.
Right.
So it's hard for me to sell it to somebody that's going to spend $125 on a hoodie.
Right.
So, but I definitely keep running sales. I always have sales going because I want everybody to be able to afford it. Like quality over quantity for sure, but still want to have that quantity there.
And that's what I wanted to ask you too, because I know some people I know that have clothing lines, they do a limited amount of, you know, that design. Like, is that something that you do?
So right now, yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. Everything that we dropped, we haven't redropped yet. I usually just grab like 100 or so of them, and then we'll see how I go from there. If we have a few left over, I just kind of hand them out, or we put them up on our website, and then we do a sale. Like whatever's left from our last few drops, we'll do a Black Friday sale. Okay. Usually only have the big sizes, so left over. So all the small, mediums, larges, those be gone. It'd be the 3X, the 2X that we have on hand still. So for right now, everything is limited. Whatever we drop, we're not gonna redrop. I do have like one or two things that we definitely will. That's gonna be a staple in the brand that we forever gonna have. Right. Like the Nike logo, that's forever gonna be there. You always gonna have a Nike logo shirt. So we always gonna have that for sure. But right now everything is limited. Still have a lot of it on hand. So it's not just like 5 hoodies, you know, and then we're like, oh, we sold out. Like, like,
see, people do that to try to make it seem like they shit popping. See, that's what I was asking, but then you said 100, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, so right now we had like the 100 quantity. You know, I came from getting 25 Gildan shirts. You know what I mean? Then like you wash them and they see through and they stretch. So it's like, man. So now it's like definitely building off that quality over quantity. I actually started helping print the shirts on my own in Houston. That's when I really found the plug in Houston. So I was actually getting in there, screen printing, and making it myself. That's hard. So that's something that we're gonna get back into. But now we doing $100 orders, 100-piece orders. So it's kind of hard to do 100 pieces. Right. They still do everything that you got going on outside. So you just got to know what's worth your while.
So that's like saying, I'm gonna put it in the music sense, since like we're like a music platform is. So basically, having a manufacturer is like having a label. You know what I'm saying? Putting it in the distribution's hand, and they get it built for you.
Exactly. Like you can be your own engineer, you can record yourself, you can do all that, but then you're not really focusing on rapping. Right. So like, I can make the clothes, I can package them, I can ship them out all myself, but I'm getting stretched way too thin. Yeah. Like I do the design, I do the advertising, I do my own photo shoots. Like every photo shoot on our page, I did that. That's hard. Like so, but now I have a team. So we starting to like divvy out different jobs. So I'm not stretched so thin. I can focus on just advertising, or I could just focus on just the designs. And then even eventually, I probably won't even be designing anymore. Right. You know, like now we headed to go overseas, start getting our clothes, because we just go through like a two-man group screen printing business through Houston. And then I'm just piling them on. Like I need 100 of these shirts, I need 100 of that shirts. Right. It's gonna take me 3-4 weeks to get my stuff. So I just kind of like have to go out. Like as you grow, you just gotta outgrow certain people. Yep. And you just gotta do what you gotta do.
And it's all love.
Easy. Yeah, of course. All love. Like I'm gonna forever use them. Like I need a 50-piece. Like if I do jackets, I need a 50-piece screen printed or whatever. Like I'm gonna forever use y'all. But I know for a fact I'm not gonna give y'all 250 shirts to do. Yeah. Like that ain't fair to me. That ain't fair to you. Right. Like I know what we can handle, and then I can always go there and help make them myself. So that's something that I always got as well. I like to be real hands-on. Everything that I do is hands-on. Even now, like I didn't make these, but we hands-on the tags on. You know what I mean? So I touch everything. I package it, everything still to this day. So.
And with the holidays coming up, can people expect any holiday deals with Black Friday you mentioned.
Yeah, we definitely doing Black Friday. We were gonna drop these earlier, but we getting more shipped in. They kind of got like sold out to the family and friends early, so we got another package coming in, and so these are gonna be on Black Friday deals. These and the hats, and probably some overstock from the last few drops. And then in December we got something completely different going on. Like we switching it all the way up. I can't give too many details. But
you don't gotta.
Hey, just know the homies is upset that we haven't dropped them yet. But what's coming next is definitely gonna be crazy.
I bet. And where can they find you and the website and all that?
Yeah, so it's 8.7.teen. 817 is on TikTok. We on Twitter. We on everywhere. Instagram. And then our website is long live 817 as well. And then I'm at damn.walt. That's my Instagram personally. So.
Okay. And was that .com or
.com
the website?
for sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I bet. Well, so we appreciate you stopping through, man.
Exactly.
Getting to learn more about your brand.
Thank you.
I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out because I'm gonna definitely be copping something. I like what I've been seeing. So
I appreciate it.
So we were here right now in tune with Walter from 817. Shout out my guy.
Yes,
and we in Studio 312, the best barbershop in the borough. Shout out C with the yellow on, killing it. Let's go.